Okay. All right. So is it worth it to live in the Philippines? I think so. I totally agree. I'm looking to get my wife to join me with this. Okay, come join it live. Join on your phone. I'm gonna actually give you the link.
Boring joke.
It's born. Oh yeah, whatever.
Share the link.
Sharing the link with you now. If anyone wants to join in, you're welcome to join. But I'm gonna have my wife join me. See the link, Kay? She's in another room. I think it's best because we don't want to be overcrowding each other with the sound. And what is there 10 people doing here already? Jose Alba, what's going on? So a lot of guys that want to move to the Philippines, I'm sure you've heard this conversation a million times. You may have heard it from me a million times. But it's a couple things you need to make sure of. You need to make sure your budget is ready, or you definitely want to. What's this here? Ken Paul. Okay, you there? Oh, your mic is off. If you're 55 and over, PH is a nice place to retire. Yes, I do agree. I do agree. But with me, I think it's even a nice place to go before you retire. To the young guys out there. I talk about it all the time, and I'm going to share some information with you guys. I'm going to give this information for free on K. You disappeared. I'm going to give some free information on things you can do, you know, to live out here in the Philippines. Now, to me, it's definitely worth it. If you look moving out here for a woman, you want to make sure that you know and you understand this woman. I see too many guys that get scammed, but I can't say that Filipinos are all scammers. That's not the case. Filipinos, they're very loving. Here goes Kitty Experience. Filipinos, they're very loving, very caring, and actually very trustworthy. You just have to make sure you have the right one. What's going on, kid?
Hello guys, hello the people of the Black Filipino TV. Wow. Subscribe
Yes,
to my
yes, yes.
YouTube channel.
And a lot of you have heard my story, but a lot haven't. I don't know why my mom looks crooked. I'm not going to that barber again. Well, it looks okay here, but a lot of you guys, not a lot of you guys that are here, but there's a lot of guys that get scammed, and this is why it happens. When you're looking to move to the Philippines. Hey, what's going on, Malu Martin? How you doing? You can't fall head over heels right away for the first woman you meet. You can do it, but you have to be very careful. Now, oh, you in your glasses, huh? Now, when you do fall in love, okay, you have to make sure of a couple of things. Okay, first off, you want to make sure the woman isn't looking to get a payday out of you. You know, when I met my wife, she was actually in Thailand, and she actually somebody tried to scam her. I know she don't want to share this information, but somebody tried to scam her. Uh, African dude tried to scam her, so she's been through the scamming herself. So when I mentioned money, she didn't want to talk about money. So I got lucky. I got really lucky. But actually, I was online dating. I was online dating. This was what? How many years? Like 9 years ago. I actually met her on a dating site. I was online dating, and I brought up money, and she didn't want to talk about it. The funny thing was, I brought up money with another Filipino before I spoke with her, right? And when I brought up money, I mentioned money, and she said, "Oh," and I kind of threw it out there like, "Oh, you know what? Hey, you need some money? I'll send you some money." Right? And that was kind of like a test to see if she was going to bite or not. And the first girl that I spoke to out here was like, "Oh, well, well, yeah, I could use some money." And she's like, "Oh, I don't really want to ask for money, but kind of with the attitude like, if you're going to send it, then send it." I stopped talking to her right away. I stopped talking to her immediately. Now, oh yeah, there's no bangs with Kay today. Where's the bangs, Kay?
No, the last ribbon I had, I never had a bang. So I really want to have a bangs, but they said they can do it that time. So I said I was just gonna go back to my old salon, so they can give me a bangs. I have no bangs. I I'm just gonna comment on what you said, Jay, about this guy that maybe he thought since I'm working in Thailand, he thought that I have a lot of money, and he was asking me for 30,000 baht, which is around you count it like 30,000 baht is around
Hmm.
maybe like 45,000 or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
So I was like, yeah, I know. So and I able to speak with him over the phone, and he sounds like he cannot speak English, and he said he's from US. I was like, why this guy is asking me for money? Maybe he thought I have a lot of savings when I was in
Hmm.
Thailand. Anyway, I don't like to really share it. I just give a bit of information, but I don't
Hmm.
like to share it that much. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, so it's not only woman that scam. Some guy tried to scam her too, but it wasn't from the Philippines, so it doesn't count. But anyway, you definitely should do a test with a woman to know where she's at financially. If she is going to take advantage of you, of course you'll know that right away. And a lot of guys, they get so happy that a woman is talking to them that's beautiful. Don't get caught up with that, because out here in the Philippines, you're gonna find that most of the women are beautiful. Most of the women are beautiful, and it's actually those same women that are beautiful here. You find them in another country, and they're like gold. Where you can find sometimes a woman that's may not be that pretty here. Guys may not talk to them there, but they can be in another country, and they're like gold there. That's just how it is. So, but first thing you can't do, of course, you can't get caught up in talking about money right away. And that was a little bit of my test. I mentioned money, and I just wasn't ready to take care of someone. And to be honest with you, so when I brought up money, and the first Filipino I talked to, she was like, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay." You know what? I got turned off right away, and I stopped talking to her. I mentioned it to Kay. She said, "Oh no, I don't want to talk about money. I don't want to talk about money." And I said, maybe I
Well,
should talk to
actually,
her
Jay
more.
wants to send me. Sorry to cut you off, Jay. Because Jay want to send me money to buy a load so we can call each other over the phone. I said,
You
no,
kidding?
no, no, no. I don't like you to send
But
me
I
money.
understand. But that was different though. See, now I was sending her money for a load. That's a little different. Like some guys are paying women rent over here.
No, but I'm working. Sometimes if you
Yeah,
send it to a girl who is working or a lady who's working, it's like, I'm working. I can pay on that. I can pay for that. You don't need to pay
hmm
for me because that I'm working. I'm not stay at home
hmm
person. That's it. All
yeah.
right. I'm
No, it's true. No, cut me off anytime you need to. But so that's why she didn't want me to. But it was just a load. Okay, why did you turn your camera off? It was just a load. I was willing to send the money. Going out. I need a cell phone so I can see the comments. Oh, here, take your cell phone. So let me see what's being said in the chat now. Okay. Jeffrey says, "Yo, bro, what's up? How are you doing? And your wife? I was in the Philippines and I came to Manila with my lady for 3 days. I wanted to meet with you, but I didn't text you in time. Next time I will." Leroy Sanders, let me show this here. Leroy Sanders says, "Looking to retire in the Philippines soon." Shout out to Kofi who's watching from Dubai. Also, people that
hello, Jeffrey.
Martin, what's going on, Malu? We got Mayumi in here. What's going on, Mayumi? Dante Ellis, what's going on, brother? And Gerald says, when I say retire, I am not attached to the country and will consider moving to another sea location in the future if conditions here change for the worse. Being flexible. No, I agree with you. I agree with you. You definitely have to be flexible. The reason why I moved here was, it was the best area for me. I wasn't looking to. What's going on, Rose? I wasn't looking to move to another country. And Philippines is spoiled, you guys. Be honest with you, you really don't need to know Tagalog. I still don't understand Tagalog when you can live here in the Philippines. And living in the Philippines, you get spoiled for that reason, and you won't take the time to learn. And I haven't taken advantage yet. And Kay's a teacher. Kay's a teacher, Gerald. So I got to take advantage of her and have her teach me Tagalog. So one way we're gonna do.
Well,
Yeah,
that's gonna be a. We're gonna give a little bit of information. I'm already planning to do that. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
have an episode here in Jay's channel because I want to do it on my channel, but he said he want to do
No.
it to his YouTube channel. So okay. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna give Jay per video. It's like we have stages. First is
Hmm.
learning, reading, and applying it. So we have three stages of learning Tagalog. Every
Hmm.
week we will be uploading that video. I will try if we can do the first episode this week, and we will upload it next week. So
Yeah.
let's see. We have a lot of videos to edit, but we will do it for you guys and also for Jay, of course. That's the most important thing because I want him to learn Tagalog. Hello, Sis Jaja and
Jojo, what's going
Rose.
on?
Hello.
Yeah, definitely. Rose, if you, I know it's kind of early, but any of you guys can come jump on the chat any given time. Let me give out the chat here. If you guys want to
Hi,
come
Sis
join the
Malu Martin. I have no bangs. Sis Malu.
JoJo's been on my stream before, so she's definitely welcome. JoJo. Also, Malu
Ka-
Martin,
Come up, Sis Jojo. Go up, go up.
Mariumi, Rose. Who else? What's his name? Dante Ellis. If you want to join, any of you guys can join and talk
Daniel
about your
said,
experience.
Oo, tama, you need to learn Tagalog.
Yeah,
Where is it?
no.
I lost it. Oo, tama. Oras na para matutong mag-Tagalog. It's time to learn how to speak Tagalog.
Yeah, I do need to learn. I do need to learn because there's a lot of areas here, like even in Case Province, when I went there, there's a lot of people that don't speak English. And also, even here in Pasig, a lot of people that really don't speak English at all, you know? So I do need to learn because some people I can't speak with. But I'm going to go out there and what I'm going to do is like I'm going to go into the market and start using it there, like with things like that. And I'm going to have a lot of nosebleeds, I'm sure. So that's actually going to be the name of the show of K Teach Me Tagalog. It's going to be called Mr. Nosebleeds. But guys, if you're looking to
Jay, don't give too much information. That's gonna be,
no, no, that's well, they know the name, but they'll see. But yeah. Anyway, guys, like I was saying, you know, you just have to make sure you find the right one. You know, Google Translate can help you. You know, the Observer. I don't know if Google Translate's gotten better, but with Tagalog, it doesn't translate correctly. It doesn't. Well, actually, no, I'm not concerned about natural disasters. You know, there's always something happening. Like, for instance, we're not too far from the fault line, to be honest with you. So we think about it, but I'm not going to spend, my whole life paranoid thinking, oh, what if an earthquake happens? What if I die tomorrow? We got to live life, You got to live
I'm
life.
gonna share about the Google Translate. Google Translate sometimes is correct, but it's too deep. The Tagalog word is too deep there. So, in my experience, I work in Thailand, and I don't know how to speak Thai language. So before I went to Thailand, I searched about. I just want to share, Jay. Sorry.
No, no, okay.
Before I went to Thailand, I searched about Thai words, right? And
Hmm.
it's too formal when you search it online. But when I was in Thailand, I learned through speaking to people. I learned through asking one word, and then I start making a bit a little short sentences out of it. So I mean, you learn by talking to people because sometimes the Google doesn't give you the exact. It's too deep. The word is too deep, which is not normally used by people in the Philippines. Some is
Hmm.
right, some is like, yeah, that's it.
Let me hold on. Let me go get my charger, y'all. 1 second. Yeah, I'm gonna be a little better. What's up, y'all? Sorry for the technical difficulties.
Oh my, you have headset on your mouth?
What do you mean? No. Why? Sound loud?
Yeah, it's so loud, like a microphone.
Well, yeah, I do have a headset in here. All right, so
Ah,
excuse me,
okay.
my undies. I don't think y'all
Yeah,
seen that.
I agree with Observer Melanie.
Yeah, I
Oh,
gotta.
I'm
Actually, we
echoing.
had. This remember the app I was promoting? What was the name of that app, kid? There's another app I was actually promoting, and I have to start
Jay
using
was
that. Do you remember the name
Jay
of
was
it?
being Jay has that paid app before. Somebody pay him to promote this app, but I will let you know, guys, the name of the app. But
Yeah, I never used it
I
because
forgot.
you can actually see with the app. What it did was you can actually speak with different Filipinos, right? And they will tell you what a word means. They'll it's people there all the time that's ready to answer your questions. So if you tell them, "Hey, I want to know how to say this complete sentence," a live person will respond right back to you and tell you how to say the complete sentence. So I found that was good, and I've never used it because the Observer. I never really. I was spoiled here. Also, at the time, I was living by Moa, close to Moa, and everybody speaks English over there, or at least understand it. And that's what I love about the Filipino people is they actually take the time to learn it. They learn in school, the directions in English, all of their information that they're learning in school is in English. Unless they're in a province or something like that. But you'll get real spoiled out here. Like, okay, remember when I went to Thailand with you, and I was
Uh-huh.
starting to learn Thai
Yeah,
more than Filipino?
yeah, he learned more Thai words than Tagalog words.
That's because you have no choice. And Jojo, you're right. I do need to start
I'm
slowly.
spoiling him too much, guys. It's actually my fault. I'm spoiling him too much, and I got so lazy to teach him. But that's the reason why I said this new year I'll teach him how to speak Tagalog, and we're really gonna have one video where I'm
Hmm.
gonna teach him like few words, and then every week we're gonna do that. It's like episode every week. I'm not starting it yet, but I already have some plan to do to teach him. And the good thing about it is at the end of that video, you will see how Jay we're gonna apply that word outside. So it's like more
Hmm.
on interacting, so he will not get bored. So it's not like a
Yeah, yeah.
teaching style teaching. So that's
Hmm.
it.
Yeah, yeah. I know. Deserver, you're right. You see what he said? Kay? He said it's really not needed if your woman speaks English well. That's what happened with me, the observer. Kay always goes, "Oh, I get nosebleeds. I get nosebleeds." But Kay speaks English better than me sometimes. So it's your fault, Kay. I blame it on her.
It's my fault.
No, it's
I know
true.
it's
And
my
like you
fault.
said, Tagalog it is difficult. It's a hard language to learn. But that as well. Also, a lot of guys come out here to retire. I do agree with that. But younger guys, you need to come out here as well. Find something that you love online. Find something that you love doing. Like I'll share my screen. See, the thing with me working online, right? If you can sell, if you can pick up the phone, call someone, and sell, you can live in the Philippines. If you don't care, if you're willing to fight to earn your business, to earn your keep, to earn your money, not fight and kill somebody, but if you're a hustler, you can live in the Philippines. Because I'll tell you, I'm going to show you something. Let me see if I can share my screen. I got to share this with y'all because I feel that you need to see this. Where's my present button? What happened? I can't hear you, Kay. I can't hear
I
you.
know I know the name of the application that you used before that you
What's
know
that?
asked you to promote it. It's High Native. I found it
High
on
native.
your
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah. So high native. So we're gonna check that too and see if that's is it still good? Look at it real quick. Look up the app.
Okay.
So let me share my screen and show you guys what I'm talking about. See, this is my Upwork, y'all. This is my Upwork, as you see here. See that? That's me. As you see there, it's my Upwork. That's my picture. I don't know if you can see it. And if you do sales jobs, right? Something's always available. Now, me, I have a top rated profile. These are the people that contact me to interview me. Okay, hourly plus commission, and I already have something. I have two things right now, but hourly plus commission, virtual sales rep for introductory calls with potential clients, storytelling agency searching for rockstar appointment setters, sales representative needed for VIP service, and these are people, and these are the days that they're sending these invitations to me. So at any given time, if I'm down and out, I'm always getting these different invites. And believe it or not, when you go on Upwork, right? When you go on Upwork, a lot of times this happened to my brother and this happened with many other people. You'll get invites. That's actually how I got started. I got invites. Somebody invited me to uh to apply for their job. I applied. It was something that was maybe for like a couple of days. But at that time I was living in the US, right? I'm living in the US. I already have something, but I got an invite. Right? I got an invite. It only lasted for a week. But after that, what happened was I got another invite, right? And this invite, it was for a job that lasted me for 4 years. I actually had it 2 years before I came out here to the Philippines. Then I moved out here because of that job, because I seen it wasn't going nowhere. Kay was actually helping me with that job, right? So then I came out here. I was still doing that job for another 2 years. At the time when I'm doing that job, I found another gig, which I'm still working at right now. And I've been there for about 4 years. So, you guys got to think about it. You can't make it happen. And you can make it happen simply on some of these websites. And it's very easy. All you have to do is know how to write proposals. All you have to do is know how to be aggressive with contacting people. Okay. And you can make it happen. Look at this. Sales expert needed for multi-channel sales, campaign development, lead generation, virtual on-site data entry. Well, of course I wouldn't do that. Cold caller needed. It just goes on pages and pages of this. So younger guys, if you are willing to make it happen, 34 an hour remote, charismatic personality needed, shooting intro videos. These things are out here. They're out here. And I'm not getting, and the beautiful thing about it is like I'm not getting Filipino wages for this. People are ready to pay me $34 an hour. There's people in the US that's not getting that much because you're getting this job because you are from US, so that's going to be in your profile that you're from US. Anytime you want to find work, you can just go to find work and just submit a proposal. Go to find work, right? You can look up a data entry job, a customer service job. My boy Nate, he worked with me, and now he has a customer service job, and he got that just from simply getting his first gig, and then from there, he was getting invites. All right, he got an invite for a customer service job. Now he's good, but you can get data entry job. Usually those don't come around too much, but with telemarketing and telesales, if you can speak on the phone, you can live in the Philippines. You can even have this job in the U.S. And you've seen it. The last job, I'll show you here. They're giving $17 to $30 an hour. So this one is 6 to 10. That's nothing. But this one here, I think it should go to the last one I just seen.
I think your microphone is too close to your mouth, Jay. Because it's
Oh, it's close.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'm probably screaming, right? As you see
Yes,
here, look,
don't scream to people. Don't scream, joke.
17 to $30 an hour for this, right? They're looking for an expert. This is only less than 10 hours, but they have gigs here that are over that, and you can actually search it out. Let me show you. Let me see here. Where's this? Let me move this here.
There have a question here from the observer Melanin. He said, "How about teaching online? Is it easy to get started?"
Teaching online. Well, I don't know about teaching online. Kay was looking into it. You can actually see the
I
thing
did
is
apply here, but its Filipino rate is very low. I
okay.
already in the because before Jay came here in the Philippines, I was telling him like I want to apply teaching online, but the rate is so low, and I need to
Mm-hmm.
teach. I need to create two lesson plan in a day, and
Mm-hmm.
the rate is I think it's only 100 pesos only, and it's very low, and you're gonna teach two classes, 200 pesos for two lesson plan in an hour. I'm sorry, in an hour, not
Mm-hmm.
a day. I'm sorry, in an hour. So I think if you're American, you can also find a job in Upwork because I did search it, but nobody want to hire me because I'm not American or not. They usually hire
Mm-hmm.
foreigner or people from UK or US. So they also have it in Upwork, but it's not a lot. But you can search it because I did search it before when I was looking for a job to teach online when I came here back into the Philippines. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
search it in Upwork and you can see it. Or you can also teach, look for some um, tutorial online teaching online here in the Philippines. You're gonna teach Japanese is more.
Yeah, they got
You
more
will
money.
get paid more if it's Japanese students compared to Chinese students, but it's not really a lot of money if you're a foreigner. So I suggest just stick with Upwork because they will pay more than. It depends. I think it depends. They're gonna pay you more, but it depends. I'm not sure, but
Mm-hmm.
that's on my point of view. That's what I got when I was trying to apply.
Exactly. But yeah, guys, it's out here. You see here, 17 to 30 an hour. There's only less than 5 people actually applied for this in 12 hours. Now, that's not a lot of people. And I'll tell you why, because We're looking for a good listener. First, if you've been expert, 17 to 30 an hour. This scares a lot of people away. We're looking for a good listener with a convincing personality to generate all incoming leads and process them in the following products and services provided by the company. This position is specialized for someone that has an energetic self-starter who is efficient, reliable, and trustworthy. The ideal candidate not only has qualified experience in telemarketing and telesales, but can also juggle many tasks at once in a fast-paced environment. Now, as a company, let me read this again. As a company who prides themselves on selling luxury charters, lessons, and boat rentals, we anticipate that our new position will be filled with someone well versed in our program. Now, that's the thing, though, is that you have to be willing to actually jump on the phones and make calls. And selling is not hard. Selling is not hard at all. But I'll tell you this: getting something in sales, you will guarantee that you always have something. You'll guarantee that people will always contact you, and you just got to be a hustler. And you can make it happen out here. Let me stop sharing my screen with this. So Kay said she got paid 1,000 baht for 5 students in Thailand. What was that, Kay?
Yeah, because when I was in Thailand, aside from teaching, after class we have some student. My own student wants to have an extra class with me after the class, so it's like 5 students, and then I earning like almost like 1,000 per hour, 1,000 for that students, and I'm teaching. It's like that's why I'm comparing it when I tried to apply when I got here in the Philippines, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
it's 2 hour in 1 hour I need to create two lessons, but I need to talk to one student and another student, two lessons but I need to create. So I was like, it's too low, it's very low, the price, the payment is very low. So and Jay doesn't like me to work on that job, so I decided not to pursue it. I'm
Well,
already on no starting already. I already passed the interview and everything.
well, it didn't make sense. You got to think about it, y'all. Kay, I've gotten Kay jobs, right? Where she was making $12 an hour. She had other jobs she was making 10. So it's at that time you got to think she doesn't have it now, but she's making 500 pesos an hour. Why would I have her go outside and go kill herself to go work? It doesn't make sense. She understood what I was saying, and you know, it just didn't make sense for her to go outside and work because she has the ability and the know-how to make it happen online. And that's actually what we did together. A lot of you may know about this, but we actually started an online company where we hired Filipinos to make calls, and I do want to get back into that soon. And we had them calling for a what's the box company, right, Kay? The box company where you call up people and you just simply say,
Hello, this is Kay from, I forgot the name of the box company. Ano to?
um,
Boxes. What's the name of it?
I forgot. Hold on. That was like 2 years ago. It was longer than 2 years ago.
Uh, the observer Melanin asks, so how many hours are required to work in a day? You have 40 hours in a week,
Yeah,
so
40 hours in a week. Yeah. So in a day you figure 8 hours. But the job that I have, actually, the job that I have now, uh, it's not on Upwork at all, and I don't have to clock in. So that's the beautiful thing. And that's the thing with sales jobs too, y'all. Is you're not really so much on the clock. You're on a clock because you have to clock in for Upwork, but you're not so much on the clock. Meaning, at any time, say you're making calls, then you may not be making calls. You may be doing research and sending emails. So the sales job is not like a most sales jobs that I've gotten aren't calling where you're driving yourself crazy. You do get a break to where you're doing follow-ups, but it's not like you're making 200 calls in a day. That's not the case. And Kate can
I
tell
want
you
to share
herself.
also. Also, I want to share the observer Melanin. You also, aside from teaching online, you also can find data entry job, which is sometimes they pay you like $9 an hour or sometimes
Hmm.
$10 an hour, but Upwork will get their percentage out of it until you hit
Hmm.
500. But anyway, what I'm
Hmm.
trying to say is data entry is also easy because it's like you're just gonna enter the data on the spreadsheet. So it's like
Oh yeah.
it's really easy, and it's not like it doesn't require you to make calls or to make, yeah, like sales calls. But the good thing
Yeah.
about the sales calls, sometimes they pay you like $12, 13, $15. It's more, and it's a commission too. So it's still
Hmm.
up to you which one do you think is best on, like, you want to have a little bit like stressful job but you gotta get
Hmm.
more, or you want to have a data entry, but you're gonna get lesser money. Sometimes
Mhm.
it depends on what do you want.
Yeah, no, it does depend. And I found some things. I remember before I worked for an event company. I've worked for many different companies, and it was all online. But now I have that experience under my belt to where, I can. I've done real estate online, so where I can jump into any market and sell. And I got a lot of that experience. It wasn't when I was having a regular job. I got a lot of that experience online because I had to jump into so many different avenues. And I've done data entry as well. And you can have data entry jobs. Usually they pay a little bit less. Where I've had $9 data entry jobs. At one point, I've had $10 data entry jobs an hour. At one point, I've had $12, but they even go as low as $5 because people are. That's the only thing I like about data entry. People are actually bidding so low, and they're Americans. They're bidding as much as Filipinos bid. Where they're requesting $3 an hour, which is like 150 pesos. Some people in U.S. are working for that low of a price on data entry. So I mean, it's crazy.
Oh,
But what happened, kid?
I'm gonna answer the question. Sorry, of the observer Melon. He said, "Does it pay every week or every 2 weeks, or do I have a
Every
direct
week.
deposit?" Well,
The beautiful thing is it's every week. It's every week. You can get paid through direct deposit or PayPal, right? Through direct deposit or
But
PayPal.
for the first, for example, you work this week, you're not gonna get it the following week right away. It takes 2 weeks before you get your salary.
Yeah,
Then after that, every
I
week
did
you'll
every
get
week.
paid
Yeah.
every Wednesday.
Hmm.
But in the first time you work, don't expect you're gonna get it the following week. Just wait for 2 weeks. Then after that, every week. That's just what I said. It takes two
Yeah.
weeks before you get the salary on the first pay,
And then
and
after
then
that, it's
every
every
week
week.
after.
But yeah, other than that, so is it worth it to live in the Philippines? I think so. I mean, everything here, is going to be less expensive than where you were. Not in all places. Some places in U.S., even in New York, you can get cheap rent. But when I was out here in the Philippines when I first came, my rent was what was it, 6,000 pesos, right? Okay.
Eight
No, our rent
thousand.
was
Seven. I think seven
it was
seven
seven
five.
thousand.
I think, or 8,000.
Yeah, 7.5. So that's only $150. You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's $150. We were paying for yeah, they hold the week at first, observer, but after that you get paid weekly.
But you can get that money even though, for example, it's your last week to work. You can still get the money even you're not working on that week. So it's like you get it at the last part of your job when you resign or you're fired. You're still gonna get it. It's like they're extra coming even you didn't work that week. Sorry, Jay.
No, 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 sorry. No, I was gonna answer JoJo's question. She said, "Do you have any plans to move in another country?" We actually were thinking about Thailand, JoJo. We actually been
I
thinking
want
about moving to
Thailand, but
Thailand
she
for a
said
while.
it's too dusty there. She said
Yeah,
the I really love Thailand. I miss Thailand. Really, like, it's Thailand is my second home because I worked there for 4 years, and like the food there is very cheap, and then there's a lot of place you can visit also aside from the Philippines, of course, Philippines. But in Thailand, I feel like it's easy to travel. I don't know. I just feel at home in Thailand because I've been there for a long time.
yeah, I know. And they, oh man, I went to grocery stores because we stayed out there for what was it, like 2 weeks or a month or something like that when I came.
For 3 weeks. It's supposed to be a
Three
month,
weeks.
but you have problem with your
Mm-hmm.
papers that time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But oh yeah, it was supposed to be for a month, but and yeah, it is too polluted there, so I definitely don't want to go there. Also China as well, I don't want to go there. But another place I was staying for a little while. We stayed in Malaysia. We stayed in Singapore. I liked it a lot. I liked Singapore a lot, but it was too expensive. But Thailand
Expensive.
would be the place. Yeah, Thailand would be the place that we would actually go and live in.
She said it's polluted there. It's polluted because of a lot of
Well,
company, like a lot of factory in Thailand too.
yeah, yeah. What's going on, Von Mayan? What's going on, brother? And Jibs, you said even for foreigners here. What did you mean by that, Jibs? I didn't understand what kind of what question were you asking me? K and K doesn't agree with you, Jojo, that it's cheaper. Actually, the places a lot of times you can get a better place to rent in Thailand, and I did that was true. You can get a better place to rent for cheaper than you get in the Philippines. in
I
better condition.
disagree, sis Jojo, because
Yeah,
in Thailand, the rent is cheaper and the food is cheaper. There's a lot of sale here that you can see in Thailand. The sale is really real, like a real sale. For example, in Tesco, you're gonna find something like cheaper vegetables, broccoli is cheaper. But of course, it's still different in the Philippines. There's some things that there's a lot of cheaper things here in the Philippines compared to Thailand.
hmm
But the grocery for me, the cost of living in Thailand is cheaper compared to the Philippines. I don't know, in my opinion.
yeah. I want to see Vietnam next. The Observer. You mean about getting a job online? Let me see. So now he said, even for foreigners here. Well, yeah. Doesn't matter if you where you're from. You can definitely get a job. Jibs.
Usually, it's so unfair because if it's foreigner, they will agree to pay you like $10. But if it's us Filipino, sometimes if you're first time, they'll pay you $3 per hour
Yeah.
or $4. And then Upwork, we're gonna get their cut. Upwork, how much did Upwork get? Like
They
10%,
get
not 10%.
10% after you make over a certain amount, but at first it's 20%.
Ah, okay. So for
Yeah.
example, you get paid like $5. You need to times 20%, point 20. You will deduct
hmm
that because Upwork we're gonna deduct you 20% for until you hit 500. If the employer pay you almost 500 already, that's the time you're gonna get 10% deduction.
Yeah, Jibs. What's
Upwork will get
SA?
some money too.
What's SA? Jibs. Jibs. What's SA? What's going on, Jay Maverick? How you doing, brother?
He said he's going to have a condo. It's only 500K for
Yeah,
three bedroom.
that's
That's
Upwork.
cheap.
Yeah, no, I seen that. Seen that.
Oh, that's dollars. Oh, I thought it's peso.
Is
I
that
thought it's
dollars?
peso.
Is that
Is
dollars?
that dollars or peso?
That can't be dollars. No, it's got to be pesos.
Yes, Observer Melanin, it's
South Africa.
upwork.com. Just type upwork.com.
Well, I'm sure you speak.
No, sis.
Okay,
Sorry,
okay,
sorry,
okay.
Jay.
No, go ahead. Can you talk?
No, I just want to answer sis Georgia. She said, OMG, is it according to race, the payment? No, because the people who hire Filipino will know that they're just gonna pay $3. So if some company will not hire Filipino because they want foreigner to talk to to their client, because some client are gonna say, are you a Filipino? Even though when I was working in a call center, usually like, are you a Filipino? Sometimes they notice my voice, even though I change it a little bit, they still notice it. So I mean, the job for Filipino is different for the job for foreigner, because they're a foreigner, they pay more for foreigner. I think there's a little bit, not really racist, but
No, it's
it's
not. It's
because
not
of their
racist.
customer too. Yeah, it's
No, it's
not
not
racist.
racist.
It's just like,
What say like if it's customer service,
mhm.
usually they pay cheaper. Of course, they were going to take advantage because they know they can get a cheaper rate. So that's why all of the customer service companies are moving here to the Philippines. Is because if you notice, I'm sure you guys noticed that when you call up customer service nowadays, it's usually Filipinos. They took over all of the Indians jobs. It's not Indians anymore. You hear Filipinos. Like when I call PayPal, right? It's Filipino picking up, and it's funny because when I go to when I'm driving down the street, right? All you see is the different call center buildings all around the place. So it's crazy, but that's what me and Kay should get into. Me and Kay should go get back. I think we should get back into that, into having our own, customer service and sales agencies because that's what's getting the billions of dollars. I feel like I'm wasting
Hello,
my time.
Jay Maverick Show.
Yeah, no, I seen that.
Sorry
I
to
seen
cut
that.
you off. Sis Jojo said, is it true that is it according to accent? No, Sis Jojo. For example, you apply for a job, and then there's a foreigner applying for a job, and there's a Filipino, and then that foreigner speak better, and the Filipino is like, the accent. It's a little
hmm
bit like that because they have customer. Their customer is foreigner, American too, and then they're gonna choose. Of course, they're gonna pay more on the foreigner than the Filipino. But if the Filipino can speak better than the American,
Okay,
they're
yeah,
gonna pay more. It depends on your experience. If you have a lot of experience, some Filipino pay $15 per hour.
yeah,
Right
they
there, we
do.
see some
Yeah,
Filipino like
some
They get paid
Filipinos,
$15 per hour. It
yes,
depends.
it depends. Some Filipinos in the Philippines are getting paid more than I am.
I know.
Seriously, like some Filipinos
Yeah.
are doing sales jobs making $25 an hour. It'll blow your mind. But if you ever spoke to them, they speak perfect English. Like they speak English like it's their first language because they probably do. It probably is their first language. But there's a lot of Filipinos that
Yeah.
are actually on Upwork and they have their own sales companies. You know,
Mm.
so it's Filipinos that's making it happen out here. But they're doing it smart. They're actually going online and making it happen. And it's funny because nowadays there's no need to say, I'm Filipino, I'm gonna go move to America because there's Filipinos right now online that's making it happen. The minimum wage, what's that out here? Okay, the minimum wage,
500
would you say
pesos.
500
500
pesos per day?
pesos
That's ten
at
dollars
least.
a day,
I
bro.
think 500 something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
$10 a day. But see, me and Kay didn't do that. Usually we paid them 150 an hour. Me and Kay paid Filipinos 150 pesos an hour because it's just not right to pay somebody 500 a day. I feel horrible.
It's still, 350 is still $3. So
No,
that's
yeah,
the usual
it's
rate.
not
But
bad.
if you times it, that's not bad.
No, because if you times that, say if I hire a person for 8 hours, right, and that's 150 pesos an hour. So let's say over a day, if they work 8 hours, what's that? 150 times eight.
No, some Filipino really can speak good English. Like
Yeah,
when I
no.
was working in a call center, they really like American accent already. They really
Mm-hmm.
it depends on your experience because
Mm-hmm.
in Upwork they really hire people who has a lot of experience already and they
Yeah.
really pay more. Even in Fiverr, Jay, remember
Yeah. No,
Fiverr?
fiber.
If
Yeah.
you are good in graphics and computer, go to Fiverr,
Yeah.
Fiverr.
Fiber,
That's
definitely.
another way to earn money.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
can go to Fiverr and oh man, you can make a lot of money. Like I remember when I used to do promotions on Facebook and Twitter. All right, that's back when I had like a million Twitter followers on like 15 accounts. I was shicey with the Twitter game, and also my Instagram. I never got on this. I never was heavy with Instagram. I never figured it out. But on Twitter, and also I had it with Facebook too. I had like 5 Facebook accounts, and yeah. So, but no, I'm trying to do the math on it. Let me see. I'm trying to see 150. Yeah, I
Bon
was
Beyond
being
Vidal
fair. I
said
was
every
paying
time.
I was paying out 1,200
uh,
pesos a day, which is not bad. So over 5 days,
Bon Viel said,
it's 6,000.
sorry, Jay.
Okay, okay,
I
okay.
just want to say every time I call either Nexus, or I call some company, American Express, whatever I'm calling the Philippines, and whatever I'm calling the Philippines, and those are the individuals are answering the phone. So he's trying to say that the customer service Filipino. It happens to you,
Yeah,
Jay, right? When you
of
call up,
course.
I think it's PayPal. It's a
Yeah,
Filipino
PayPal
who
everywhere you
answered the
call
phone.
because you can tell because right now you see all of these high rises, right? These skyscrapers, and they all say Telus at the top. And what's the other ones? Get other names? Sykes. Sykes is out here. So I remember I worked for Sykes in the U.S. But
Converge.
Converge, a lot of and they got skyscrapers. It's crazy. Their name is at the top of the sky. It's like wow, because it's big. That's where the money is right now, and these companies are making billions. So it's like K can be a manager. I can definitely run a company. I think I need to start getting into that. I kind of wanted to get away from that because everybody wants to make their money where they don't have to do much work. But I don't mind putting in the work at first. Now I don't mind putting in more work at first and then making it happen. But yeah, the customer service company and actually you can do that on Upwork too. You can have your own agency and you get the money up front, meaning you would get the money and then you can pay your employees. So you can run your own agency on Upwork too, just to let you guys know.
They
Okay,
have
can we say
one
something?
question here from Golden Heart. She said, "How much is Filipino 500K in USD, please?" It's $25,000. I don't know. Sorry, it's 500,000 times 50. I times it. Then you times 500 times 50,
Uh-huh.
$500. Oh,
Five
that's
hundred
five hundred
thousand.
thousand dollars. Yeah, I times it to only. I think it's 25,000. I don't know. Let me see. Let me
That's
do it
25
again.
million.
Sorry, sorry.
25 million pesos.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. So
five hundred
I
thousand
didn't put
dollars.
the.
Yeah, you didn't
Mm-hmm.
put the right. But yeah,
It's
that's $25
expensive.
million
You
dollars.
said how?
No, no, that's not what he paid. He says he's paying 500 USD a month, but it depends on where he's living. Was it the Observer that said it? 500.
Yeah, it's
Oh yeah, in USD. Yeah. Golden Heart said that. Yeah. So if you have $500,000, yeah, that's 25 million. You can live for a long time in the Philippines with that money. I think you got five hundred
and
thousand.
then Dante,
You can almost retire with that money. 25 million pesos.
I will.
You can get a condo out here. You can own a condo and it's yours for like 4 million nowadays in Manila. Or even a little bit less if you move into the an area. But of course, if you want to live in Makati or something, you're gonna pay probably 10 million for a condo. And in certain places, very expensive. But you can live out here, and then if you live in and you're not spending
I
too much
suggest,
and
guys.
shopping like crazy, you can make it happen. 25 million
I
pesos.
suggest, guys, if you want condo, like the MCI is good. We're staying at the MCI right now. It's really safe, and the quality of the place is good. So the
Hmm.
MCI is a good, and they also have like pre-selling. I'm not working in the MCI, but they're like they
You
have
should you
two
should be.
bedroom for 4 million or 6 million, something like that. So I gonna Jay, I wanna answer. There's a question here from Dante Ellis. Can you? How
Okay.
much is it to build a house there in the Philippines?
Hmm. Well, you can build a house if you want a cheap house. You can build a house for cheap. You just have to have someone to own the land for you. You know. But if you have the land, or you have someone that can give you the land, because you can't own land out here in the Philippines. That's one thing. But if you have someone to give you the land, like a wife that you can trust, because you got to be careful with that. But we're building a house. You can build one for 500,000 pesos, right, Kay? If you're building something
Maybe not
small.
maybe 500,000. Actually, guys, we have a land in the
What's that? Five hundred
province.
thousand
We
pesos.
bought a land. The land. Do you want to share how much we bought the land in the province?
Yeah, you can share
No.
how much you bought the land for. Yeah, sure, that's fine.
We have a land. It's 200 square meters, and we bought it for 300,000. It's not yet. It's almost paid. Like we're paying
Yeah,
it every month, but it's
it'll be paid off in
three
a couple of
hundred
months.
thousand.
Yeah.
Yeah, in few months it will be done. So it's 300,000 pesos for 200 square meters. So if you plan to build a big house, it may cost you like 1 million or 2 million, but it depends on how many bedroom, how
Hmm.
how how does your house to be look like. So it depends. So if you want a simple house only, so it may cost like 500. It depends on where it is located. If it's in a province, it's cheaper. Maybe 500 to 1 million. It depends on what specific style of the house you like. Because if you want simple, it's gonna be cheaper. But if you want a
Hmm.
little bit, more social or more, more bedrooms, so it's gonna be more. So
Hmm.
the land that we bought, I don't know if Jay wants to plant there or build a house. So we still want to finish the payment first before we're gonna update you guys. Jay, we're gonna blog it once we're gonna build a house on that land.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so yeah, 600,000. Yeah, that's what we paid. $6,000 to own the land. 6,000. But yeah, guys, no, you can do it for rather. Say for instance, if you and you can find that anywhere. So let's say for what we did it for 6,000, and then we can build a house for 500,000. So 500,000 is what? It's 500,000. Wait a minute. One second. I used to have it off the top of my head, y'all. Divided by 50. That's $10,000. So for $16,000, pretty much you can have the land and also have your home. If you want to go on a cheaper rate, if you want to go on a more expensive rate, I figure for 15,000, you can do that. And it's
Sis
crazy, but the
Jojo,
same thing in US too.
sis Jojo is washing clothes right now.
Oh, really?
We cannot hire a secretary. Sis Jojo, she wanna apply as a secretary.
Oh no,
Secretary,
no,
her
jo,
rate is so high.
no. JoJo's a hustler. She gonna be on them phones.
I know.
JoJo don't know she's a hustler though, but she's a hustler. She,
She's good at speaking English too. You can actually work online, sis Jojo, like
yeah,
in
she
in
could,
sales. Like,
she could. But even in customer service, she could work. But
oh yeah, observe Melons. Could I live there for a year off 10,000 USD for plus work off Upwork? Of
oh,
course, you can.
exactly.
10,000. But it still depends because money just be gone right away. So it
Oh
still
yeah.
depends, Jay, right?
Don't be like
If
me.
you
Actually, I see why a lot of guys were saying I need to be a minimalist and all of that stuff because when you what happens is you get out here and then you end up for citizenship. Well, actually, I'm going to finish my thought before I get into that. But I'm going to answer your question next, Golden Heart. Yeah, when you come out here, so you get caught up. A lot of guys don't, but I did. I still dress like I'm in U.S. You know, I still wear jerseys and nice clothes. It's not expensive, but it's still nice. But it's really no need for it. You can be a t-shirt guy, and shorts guy, and sandals guy, and you're not eating too much, and you're just eating what you need. Like for instance, I go to the grocery store. Kay knows. That's why we're having a hard time losing weight. I go to the grocery stores and I'm buying everything. I mean, all the
Jay
chicken. I'm
Jay
buying all the
wants to
steak.
have a date in the grocery store all the time. He said, "Oh, he was so happy whenever we enter the grocery store. His
Oh yeah.
mind is until
Okay,
here.
Kay knows it too.
He
I
loves
go to the grocery
shopping in
store and it's
grocery
like,
store."
oh, what am I getting? I'm getting the snacks, and then I leave out the grocery
Um,
store, and I got a $150 bill when it's not needed. When I should just be going to the market and
Actually,
getting groceries.
guys, I just want to share. Jay was sick yesterday. We didn't vlog it.
Oh
He
yeah.
was sick. He got so dizzy and he's vomiting, and he went to the and he forced himself to come with me to go to the grocery store, and happy
Mhm.
he did, and there's a clinic there after the checkup and everything. It's only
Mhm.
he has a acute gastro something. I think we ate something bad. He ate
Mhm.
something bad,
Kay
or
tried
I
to
don't
kill
know.
me. Kay tried
But
to poison
anyway,
me. Okay, okay. Let me tell you
oh
what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Right? She gave me some tomato sauce that's been in the fridge for like 2 months, open.
not 2 months. It's not expired yet, so
It's not
I was
expired,
thinking
but
I was just gonna use it.
it was open.
Yeah, maybe it's a bad tomato sauce. So I was not affected because I was eating spirulina. If you guys are familiar with spirulina, and then I don't know why Jay suddenly get dizzy and something, and then he has like acute gastro, but he's okay now. He's okay. But guys, after that we went to the supermarket. It was like I'm okay. I'm not dizzy anymore. I feel
No,
better a little bit.
yeah, right. No, that's not what happened.
He likes
We actually went to
shopping.
the doctor, and I got my blood pressure was high because I was dehydrated because I was throwing up like crazy. But it's because Kay tried to kill me and cook me some old tomato sauce, and I'm joking. I know you didn't do it on purpose.
I ate the same thing. Wow. I have a
No,
good,
but
I know.
no. You know what it was? Kay, Rose gonna know what I'm talking about. Kay's right now. She's eating the teamy greens. She's doing the teamy greens, and she drunk spirulina, so
Simi.
that cleaned out her stomach, so she actually didn't get sick. So I guess teamy, teamy. I guess
So actually, guys, we doesn't know what make us sick. What make Jay sick. We're thinking about the bulgur. We tried
it
this
wasn't that.
dish. It's
Yeah,
not
the
a bulgur.
bulgur.
Maybe that's the sauce. I think. Hmm.
Yeah, no, it wasn't the bulgur because bulgur, that's actually it's like couscous and it's like quinoa, but it's cheaper. And I definitely suggest that to anyone. I mean, it was just like rice, but it does the opposite of rice. It's fiber and it's full of vitamins,
Hmm.
so it cleans out your system. And it's like the opposite of rice. So we're actually looking to give up rice forever and just do the bulgur. But every time we go out now, we get meals without rice, and we really didn't lose yet, but we're gonna start losing like crazy because I didn't pick K on a heavy workout plan yet. Where K knows what it is. We need to be doing. Forget that like gym. We need to be like on insanity where exercises like that because you really lose with those. You really lose with those. So we got to get back on that on one of those programs.
Yes. Yeah. I love Timmy. I drink it every other day. Not actually every. I didn't drink it today and yesterday, but I use spirulina too.
Nick, Nick,
Beautiful
Nick, Nick,
Rose.
Nicky Motto, are you serious, Nicky Motto? He said
Oh,
hi.
he's just joking.
Hi,
That's why I
nice
didn't.
stream. Can you shout out to my friend he is watching right now and suffering from depression? His name is Negros. You get it? Negros. Negros 21. Negro.
Underscore 21.
Uh, I don't find that
Golden
offensive.
Heart
Actually,
said,
You
I
trying to get
like
the wrong one
couscous and
upset,
quinoa.
Negros underscore 21. Yeah, right. I'll give you that attention. You know, I love couscous too, but you know, it's expensive.
I love quinoa than couscous
You know,
actually,
yeah,
just to be honest. Because I feel like quinoa is like a rice a little bit, like the feeling of a little bit, like it's a little bit hard. Because couscous is too soft for me, right, Jay? We
yeah,
tried
yeah, yeah.
couscous also, but I like couscous is cheaper than quinoa. Quinoa is a
It's cheaper,
little
yeah.
bit expensive, like it's too
Hmm.
much.
Yeah, it is. It is. But yeah,
Bulgur is like bulgur is like a rice. That's the rice and quinoa. It's like rice and couscous together, right, Jay?
it sure is.
What's
What's
up, D
going on, Nick
Parker?
Parker? What's going on, brother? Oh, a dating service for Americans to meet Filipinas, the Philippines. Actually, I made a promise to someone that's here right now that we got to run it together, and that's JoJo, one of the Krung crew. So yeah, yeah, JoJo's gonna be the face of that. So I know she forgot about it and gave up. I still didn't forget. So I do want to do something like that, Von Bon, and we do need to talk. We do need to talk because that would definitely work. It would definitely work, and I agree. And it needs to be a website, dating website that's trusted. Meaning, you know, say if I'm involved with it, I'll be scouring the website all the time, and all the scammers will be kicked off right away. Scammers out of here, you know. So, say if a person contact the customer service and say, "Hey, I was scammed," we investigating that person. It's like the FBI at that moment. You know what I'm saying? Okay, where's the girl at? Where she says she live? Okay, we got an investigation team going out there, like Rafi Tufo right there. That's how my dating service would
Yeah, I
be.
know.
It'd be like a big Raffy Tufo thing. Like, oh, wait a minute, and don't share that with nobody, because you know, I want to be the one to do it, and I'm gonna shut up right now, Vaughn. I'll
Hello,
speak to you.
hello, D Parker. What's up?
What's going on, D Parker? Yeah, it's definitely the
Jojo
white
said I
Raffy Tufo.
shut down my company.
Did you shut down a company? Well, no, well, because you got to think about it.
Well,
Yeah, no,
Jay is so busy, boy.
oh yeah,
There's no time for it.
Vaughn, I gotta tell you, man, I'm so busy. The best time to catch me is here. So whatever question you have, you catch me right now. I will answer it in front of everybody because I'm just too busy, man. I have like 10 emails and I just don't get to them all. You know, the only one I get to is my work email and my other email that has my phone number linked to it. But other than that, I'm not on email.
Actually, I will explain about Jay because Jay also is contacting his client on his job using Gmail too. So it's like he's in front of the computer
All along.
sending email to Gmail. So he doesn't. He often check his the block Filipino, but you did a little bit. I check it more.
Yeah, Kay will see it
I
before
cannot
I will.
answer your question, guys.
Kay will see it before I will. But I'm so you got to think. I'm working overnight, right? I'm working overnight. So like right now, it's almost 9 in New York, and that's when I start working. That's when I start working. So right after this live, I'm gonna work for 8 hours after this, 8 9 hours. So I'm gonna be up early in the morning. So my brain is not functioning the right way. Usually, I don't even make videos like I used to. You know, because before my job didn't require me. Like when I was in Pasay, K members, I was in Pasay. It didn't require me to be up all night, right? It didn't require me to be up all night. So I was able to make so much more videos and be out every day making videos. Now, whew, especially around this time when it's getting busy, like around the schools are looking to buy right now. So, I got to be on it. I got to be on it with my job. And, I just can't be a full time YouTuber. As you guys see, I'm talking about Upwork. I still got to work. I still got to work. I'm still a slave in a location where I would rather be. That's the difference. Yes, yes,
So
I am.
guys, because usually Jay sleep around 5 or sometimes 6 or 7 in the morning, and he woke up like
9 to 10.
around 2
Yeah,
p.m. So that's the time we're able to go out or do some exercise or something. And then after that,
yeah.
we got home like around 5 or 6 p.m. And Jay, we're gonna start working already. So it's like the weekend is just the time we can. relax and go around more.
And usually
Jay,
in
I'm
general,
gonna read a message of
sure.
D Parker. I use one called Christian Filipina, and they do monitor the site really well. But what happened is the scammers always try to pull you off the site, and they try to scam you. Oh yeah, don't talk to them outside of specific,
Hmm.
online, like, oh, let's talk to Skype or something.
Yeah, but there's a way to make that not happen, and I think Vaughn, we got to talk because I know a way to make it work, but you need a team of people. You need a team of people to run it, and it has to be something that people know. Okay, if I complain to customer service, they're gonna investigate this person. Where I tell a customer service, oh, they said they're from here and they're trying to scam me. It's gonna be a full-on investigation, and that will keep the scammers out. So I
It's
think
still, it's
Christian
still,
Filipina, what happened?
I don't, it's still there's gonna be a scammer, Jay. People like they know
No,
how to.
it will be, but it's still gonna be harder. If these sites
Mhm.
start jumping on top of it right away, right? Like okay, they
Mhm.
get a complaint, they're on it. The person's being investigated. Exactly, like you said, the ladies need to be handpicked and acquire their intentions of being on that website from the jump. So it has to be that. And no, don't get me wrong, it's nothing wrong with a woman looking for a guy that makes money. There's nothing wrong with that. You just can't scam the guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Even if a woman is on the site, right, and a guy decides to take care of her, that's on him. But as soon as she starts scamming the dude, then it's like, okay, I gotta stop.
The observer Melanin said, "Are you ever coming back to the States, Jay?"
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely. And Kay's gonna be out there with me too, so definitely, I'm definitely coming back. I got family out there. I got my cousin Rose out there. I got family out there. My
Rose is
parents.
coming here.
Yeah, Rose coming here too. I got family. I gotta go see my family. I ain't seen my family in years, so I gotta go back. Most definitely.
Jay said the land there is cheaper than the Philippines. The
Which one?
land in upstate. You
Upstate,
say
of
in
course.
US it's
Yeah.
cheaper.
Well, it is cheaper because there's a lot of abandoned areas upstate. Like in upstate New York too. Like you can get land for nothing, pretty much. You get it cheaper than you can get it here. That's because the Philippines is starting to thrive. Like a lot of people are moving here. Philippines is starting to do a lot of numbers now. Like, you know,
Hmm.
think about it. You can make videos anywhere, but you get more popular when you're making videos in the Philippines. When you talk about certain topics, I just choose not to do it. But I can talk about certain topics, and Kay knows those topics, right, Kay? And Kay goes, "Oh, why don't you do it?"
What
I
topic?
don't have any. Like, see, I can mention certain topics, and the video is gonna get views.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you know what I'm talking about. I could talk about certain things and get views. I just choose not to do it, and I never did that with my channel. And I know because they've hit before. They've hit before those topics. I had a guy. Guys sometimes they'll say, "Oh, you must have had fake subscribers." But they don't understand that. No, I could be huge. I just need to hit on certain topics. And I'm gonna do it. Actually, I'm gonna do it, okay? I gotta show them now because I'm telling the people and they're like, oh Jay, so why don't you do it? I know probably some of y'all are thinking that. So I am gonna do it and I am gonna hit on those topics, but I gotta be ready for it. I gotta be ready for, all of the comments. I gotta be ready for people who are contacting me through email because that's what happens. And I'm being honest with you, I'm not ready for that.
D Parker. Read the message of D Parker.
Yeah, anytime you're using the internet, there is a possibility of scamming. No matter where you go, that's just the chance you take, and you have to be observant. No, that's true. That's true. No matter where you use the internet, anything can happen. It's so true. But what happens is you gotta get all the protection you can get as far as keeping
Hmm.
yourself safe, and you know that's it.
Just a tip too, for example, this girl you said, oh, add her on Facebook, see if she has a lot of friends. The girl who's a scammer, she has few friends. Because I experienced being scammed in Facebook too. This
Hmm.
guy is like looking handsome, right? And then he has like two, three friends only, like, and then you can even see him posting any picture with a family member. It's just him. It's just him. So it's like you need to investigate a little bit, like, oh, how about you
Hmm.
add me on Facebook or some social media so you can
I'll be right back.
investigate a little bit so you will be make sure you're sure that this person will not gonna be a scammer. Because if that person is always with the family, like you can see the previous, you search at the bare bottom, the update is like the person doesn't really doesn't really upload anything. Like they just create the account like 2 months ago. So meaning maybe there's a possibility that they're a scammer, but they uploaded it like a long time ago, like 2 3 years ago, and they have like friends. There's like maybe like maybe 60% that they're not scammer, but still maybe. But you just need to investigate a little before you totally fall in love with the person or just deal with the person. Like I don't know. It's so hard to explain, bro. I'm just trying to say like you need to investigate before you totally give everything in a relationship. Even
Hmm.
especially money.
Yeah, you do. You do, but but the K, I don't know. It's just I just got lucky, man. I got lucky. I didn't know. Be honest with you, I didn't know anything about the Philippines. I didn't know it was a whole bunch of women scamming. I just know what it feels like when somebody's doing me wrong. You know what I'm saying? It's just that know-how. I guess from being where I'm from, and understanding how to read people and read the situation. You know, you can read it, and some people just don't have those instincts, and you know, it's not something that you learn. You learn it through life when you're going through a lot of bad situations. You learn it. That's what you learn through life. And a lot of people don't. They can't read certain situations. And it's funny because Kay didn't grow up how I grew up. Like Kay didn't. She wasn't a street person, but she can read situations. She can read when someone is foul or when something is off. You know, and like sometimes we'll be on the street and she'll tell me, "Oh, this is off. Something's off about this," and I'm like, "Yeah, I see it too." And you stay away from that. Or if it's a person, you stay away from that person. You can kind of read it, but not all the time. And but if you can't read it, you just got to pray that God keeps you safe. But
And
with a
also, don't
scammer,
give
oh,
the lady, don't give a lady the money right away. Like it's like the person, you will know, you will feel like, oh, I don't have a cell phone to contact you. Like giving you some hint so that you will send them money to buy your cell phone. Oh, I didn't pay my rent yet. Because if you know how to get some sign, like the girl is giving you some messages like, oh, I need money, but not really directly asking money.
mhm,
So you need to also read the person that you're dealing with. If the person is giving you some hint, that's actually a sign of a scammer, a little bit.
mhm,
So the relationship doesn't build by sending money to the person you like. It should be like to trust and to communication. It's not about the money all the time. It should be like how you communicate to each other, how you ano to, match each other when you talk to each
yeah,
other. So don't give the money right away. You need to know if that money will be something really needed, or if the person that just don't give money right away. That's why I suggest don't. Yeah,
yeah. No, it's true.
because if you give the money to that person, the person will gonna make you like you're gonna make that person a gold digger too, because oh
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I'm
turn
gonna
them into
say
a gold digger.
something and this person will gonna give me money right away.
That's what it is.
So
Guys
watch
don't
out
realize.
for an actor.
Yeah, well, guys create gold diggers and they don't realize it. Like you said, Kay. Once you start giving them, they start expecting it. It's expected now. It's different
Mm-hmm.
if it's your wife. Like, of course, when I get paid, I give Kay a little bit of money. That's different. Like, she's my wife. I know she can handle herself. Like, Kay's.
Yeah, I scam Jay. That's different. I'm kidding.
Okay. But I remember the time I was down and out, and Kay gave me money. She sent me. Actually, Kay sent me money first.
Yes. No, because that time Jay just transferred to upstate New York, and then it's he's also finding a job online. It's really not easy from starter. So still Jay is finding a job online. I have my work, and he need
Oh
to
yeah,
send a gift to his son. So I send him money so he can buy a gift for his son because it's his son's birthday. But it's not like something that you can mention all the time because it's like you know sometimes you just need to share.
Would I advise an expat family to live in the Philippines? It depends
Agrees, is Jojo.
if they have it together. Yeah, no, George is right. Yeah, don't spoil them by giving money. You can give them stuff, not money. That's true. But would I advise an expat family to live in the Philippines? Yeah, if they're ready, if they're financially ready, they're financially secure, if they have a business that's thriving, whether it's online or even in America, you know, or something that's online, I would say definitely. Um, yeah, live out here. You know, if your income is if you're already income wise, then do it. But at the same time, I feel like this. Sometimes you just have to 3 to 5 thousand. Oh, definitely 3 to 5 thousand. Yeah, yeah, that's no, that's a no brainer. That's a no brainer.
That's enough actually. The 3 to 5
Yeah, that's
thousand,
more,
you can still save the 2,000. three
yeah, yeah,
thousand is for, yeah.
yeah. Definitely three
Unless you
thousand.
have a car though.
Yes, you have a car. Remember that.
It's still enough. It's still enough.
No, no, it's still enough if you have a car. You can come out here, get a car and everything. Five, definitely. You come out here, get yourself a car, um, and you'll be good. But no, definitely you can do it.
It also depends on how many persons, Christopher TX, maybe like 2 kids or 3 kids. But if only you and your wife, and then you have 2 kids, I think
He can do it with two
three
kids.
thousand dollars.
Yeah, he can do it with two kids. He can do it with two kids. They just have to, yeah, believe it. I believe it. But I'm sure it's gonna be still a little bit of money in Valley Stream because Valley Stream is not cheap like that. It's on the border of Queens, but in upstate, oh man, you can get land for so cheap in a house. It's pretty much nothing. Or like anywhere in one of those areas, like by the mountains, it's gonna be nothing. You know,
Christopher said family of four. It depends, Christopher, if your kid is studying and they're gonna study here. So maybe it depends on the tuition fee. So I think 5,000, 3 to 5,000 is gonna be enough. Because it
hmm
depends on if you're gonna enroll your kids in a private school or it's a public school, or private will gonna be more.
hmm
But I think 3 to 5,000 is still enough for a family of four. And depends
Expat
on your
purple.
location, but it's still enough.
Expat purple. What do you mean the light skin, dark skin phenomenon? I'm not sure what you mean.
Maybe it's talking about if you're dark, are they're like they're like white. Some Filipino wants to be too white, right? Oh my, sis
Yeah,
Jojo, sis Jojo is ano to? The producer of the white product. She's selling something to put
oh,
in
really?
the cream she's selling in the Philippines. Yeah,
Oh, she's selling cream. Well, that's what it
yeah. She
is.
said it from
If
Thailand.
that's what he's talking about. That's what it is. Yeah. It's real racial in the Philippines, but it's not racist. That's the thing. The Philippines is definitely not a racist country at all, but they all want to be white.
Yeah,
All the
because
Filipinos
for
want to be white.
for the Filipinos, some Filipino think that if you're white, you're already pretty.
But the
So
thing,
if
but once those
makes you pretty if
Filipinos
you're white.
are in US, they want tans. They switch. See a switch. Like say if you find Filipinos in the US, they're happy with being tanned. They're happy with being darker. But and it's just a complete different area. You know, but the light skin,
Public
dark skin,
school.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Christopher said about public school. Public school is okay. But for me, I suggest just
Private
enroll
school.
your kid in a
Private school. Yes.
yeah.
Pay for it. Private school.
Maybe elementary public school is okay because I studied in public school. But when I was in high school, I studied in private school already. Because it's more like there's different kid in public school, so I think it's better to study in private. But it's also good in public because they can deal with different people. Yeah, they learn how things work. But private is better than public for me, for me, and my own opinion.
Oh, what's so shallow?
Hi, Ronel. Hello, Ronel Crison, idol. I
Hey,
always go to
Ronell,
his live because he's live every day.
I came to your live, but you were leaving, Ronell. I came to your live,
You
but you were
went to
leaving.
your live, Fidel.
Yeah, Kay said Ronell is live. I said, okay, let me go there and shout him out. You were leaving.
we are in the laundry. I was in the laundry again. I was washing some comforter in the laundry, and I see you online because I was in YouTube. And then I told JJ, Ronel shout us out on his channel. So he go to your YouTube channel, but you're about to say goodbye. But anyway, shout out to you. Thank you for the shout out to your
Sure, for sure.
Ronel Christian is in Sweden. He's in Sweden. He's a Filipino expat living in Sweden. You can
How is
visit
it
his
out there?
channel, guys.
Sweden is it's the money is you make
It's
good money
cold.
out there, make good money. Even the prisons are nice. What's going on? You gotta tell me more about Sweden, Ronald. We gotta talk.
You want to visit Sweden? Maybe. Oh, there's a visa going to Sweden, Ronel. He said, "Oo nga, I saw it, Jay. I always shout you guys promoting your channel, guys. Thank you, Ronel, for the shout out and more power to your channel as well. Visit, Ronel, if you want to see about Sweden places, like places in Sweden, like the mall and everything. Like you can visit his channel.
Hmm.
You're not gonna attend the meeting. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, yeah, I am gonna attend a meeting actually. I got a meeting right now. I'm gonna have to end this, y'all. But Philly chilling. What's going on, brother?
Hello. Hello, Blasian Beauty. That's been going thing. But yeah, about the black and white, it's really ongoing thing because sometimes they really prefer the girls that is a little bit whiter. I think it's not everywhere, but in the Philippines, that's why a lot of Filipino buying cream to make them white because it's like when you're white, you look pretty. That's how I don't have a cream on my face. I'm using Nivea, but I don't have a whitener,
Yeah,
cream
they
there.
they they uh they incorporated with classism a little bit. Like, usually the people that are lighter have better jobs, or
Mhm.
they're associated with being
It's
poor. It's
prettier.
true. Like the other day when I was when we were in Tundo, and I'm gonna put that video up probably tomorrow. We were in Tundo. Everybody over there was darker because they're usually outside. They're working in Divisoria. They're doing sales jobs. Where they have to be outside. So they're associated with class. It's true, and you know, it is a little bit off. I think it's right for people to think like that, but it's a little bit racial. It's a little bit racial in the Philippines, and even people racial against their own. That's just how it is. I mean, I can't call it. I don't. I'm uneducated and have no income streams or skills, but I have to like to save money instead of buying lots of stuff. Can 70K USD start me up with any good investments? With 70K USD, you can start a lot of good investments. What I was saying,
Hello,
investment.
the Wallace Live.
Yeah. So Blasian Beauty says she got bullied so much in the Philippines. I could imagine.
Guys, I'm just gonna share. I'm not gonna mention the name of the YouTuber. She's popular YouTuber now. Before she's only like 10,000, but now she has like 100,000 subscribers. I follow her because she's really good in travel blogs, and there's a lot of comment there, like people like bashing her, like oh your color, you're like negra because she's dark, but she's pretty. So
Hmm.
there's still a lot of basher when it comes to color because they like if you're white, even here, if Jay come here, if he's a white American, he gonna get a lot of subscriber. Look at the white American come to the
Oh no,
Philippines,
I
Jay.
can't. I can't. No, it's
Like,
true, but yeah, no, that is true. That's true. But no, I mean, they still watch me though. It's just that I don't make that
mhm.
kind of content. You get what I'm saying? I don't make that kind of
But
content.
still,
If I
if
make
you're
content, I would be. No, I can't lie. Cause no, I was getting the views. Okay, I can't say that.
no,
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. Skin whitening products, and it's funny because they have the skin whitening soaps, and Kay uses that, but I don't think she realizes that it's to make your skin whiter.
which one?
No, the skin
Which
whitening
one?
soaps. Though it says skin whitening case to actually make your skin whiter.
That's the soap, Jay.
The
I don't
Kojic
use
soap.
the cream,
I think
the
Kojic soap.
Kojic. Yeah, but
Yeah, I think it makes
I
your skin
don't
whiter.
use the cream.
I know you don't go all the way with it, but still the soap. It's. I don't think it's like cake soap, but still that's like it's soup like that in Jamaica that they use soap that makes your skin white.
Yes, yeah.
But
But
I don't know. I know you're not thinking about it like that. You're not thinking about it on that. And like Kay doesn't think about it in a racial way. Kay's not like that. And
Well, that one make me not no pimples because I don't get any pimples no more. Like I really don't have pimples, so
mhm.
I don't use any cream like
Yeah, to
totally
make you.
like.
I know. I know you don't. I know you don't.
But I don't say anything about the people who want to be white. It's okay because it really look good if you're white. That's how people think in the Philippines.
And yeah, no.
But it doesn't matter how color you are.
Yeah, Kojic acid. Yep, Kojic acid. So
I know. Ronel said, "Are you guys in different room?" Yeah, I'm in the
yeah,
bedroom,
yeah.
and Jay is in the
She's in
sala
there. Yeah.
and the kitchen at the back.
Oh yeah, I know the history of the Philippines. I know the history of the United States. Been influenced during the World War. But if you, I don't know. I'm gonna drop a bomb on you guys. I have to, because it's the truth. And Kay knows I watch it all the time. Uh, when when everybody was coming over, and they said Christopher Columbus discovered America. They didn't discover America. Actually, the Indians were already there, and those Indians were black. Indians are pretty much black. They're not the same Indians that you see right now on the reservations. If you look at old history pictures, there were black people that were Indians with them, right? Same thing in the Philippines. They were Indians too, and they were black. Same thing in Australia. They were Indians. They were black. Same ones you find in Africa. Same things you find in the U.S. You found in Mexico, and the same ones you found in the Caribbeans. The same ones you found in the Philippines and in Australia. Same ones you found all over the world, all over the world. Because the truth was, it all started out from black people running the world. Like the first rulers of the world were black. Then white men took over through bullying. Okay, so through bullying, of course, that comes with Filipinos being bullied for being darker, everyone being bullied everywhere around the world for being darker. They claimed America was theirs. It wasn't. They took over the Philippines. It was Indians there before. They took over. Australia. It was Indian first, which black people are Indians, and they controlled it. They kind of wrote us out of history and made it seem like we were animals. But it's true. It's true everywhere. It's like that. And if you think about it, Europe is connected to Africa. Like if you look at a map and you see Africa and Europe, it's connected. So go figure. And you find that usually the white people came from black people. Think about it. In Northern Africa, you find a lot of people that are lighter skin, right? Because what happened was you had the albinos, right? The albinos that were in Africa, and they were moving more towards the northern parts, right? Because they were different. So of course, over time, Europe, those albino people. Make sure think about it. Two black people can make an albino person, which is a white person, but two white people can't make a black person. Think about that. That's deep. Two black people can have a baby and make a white person, which is an albino baby. So if you think about that and you think about history and think about color, and we all came from the same place as the Bible states, you put it all together and say we're all one person. We're all black. We're all part white. It's all in our bloodline. We're all the same man at the end of the day. We all have the same genes, not the same genes, but we're all one. But the way it's been done and it's been created, and we're all racist against each other. We all hate each other. Was for control, and that's where the devil came in and played a part. And I don't want to get into all of that now, but it's true because we're all one man. So I'm going to end it on that note that we're all one man. That everything is a takeover. Uh, you know, um, Even the first, if you look up and you see like Africans, they look Chinese. They're just darker. And then they have lighter ones that look like Chinese people. It's crazy. And you see all these different people from these different areas, and you find those same people in Africa and all over the world. You find Chinese people, Japanese looking people. It's crazy. You find an African person with straight hair and Korean eyes. They all came from Africa. It's just that we all got separated over time, and it happened. Think about when at the times when they were creating the towers to get away from God, and God made them all speak different languages. So that's true. We all the same people. It's that we had to be separated, but God didn't expect. He didn't want it to go the way it did, but it happened. He knew it would happen, and so we're here now. It's a lot of racism all over the world, but black and white, we're all the same. I know white people. A lot of white people don't want to believe that they're us. A lot of white people don't. A lot of black people don't want to believe that we're all the same. Everything I hear it, and it's nonsense. Like they say, oh no, the white men came from the caves and all this. No, they didn't. They didn't come from the caves. They came from Africa too. They just came from the northern part of Africa. So go figure. Europe is in the northern. It's deep, but it's true.
Sis Georgia said you're getting whiter since you came to the Philippines because we stay it at home, Sis Georgia,
At
and the
home,
aircon
home,
is
home in the house. Yeah, and I'm in the
home
aircon.
every day.
Yeah. When I was in US, I was outside more. But yeah, I had to drop it heavy on you guys because it's true. We all the same people. We all come from Adam. We all do. We come from Adam
Tower
and
and the
Eve.
bell, yeah.
The reason why women bleed when they have their period is because of Eve. She messed up. She the first woman that messed up. God said, "Okay,
I
you
hate
messed up."
Eve. Just
He said,
kidding.
"Yeah." He said, I'm gonna make your period a headache, and I'm gonna make and I'm gonna make you feel pain when you have birth. I'm gonna make you feel pain when you have birth. You know." And then we all got separated, and it's okay. Throw racism in there. Make them. It's crazy how the war all started from two people, and it got out of control, and that's where we at now. Just guys, make sure you keep God first, and make sure you pray to God and pray for God to show you the truth, and He will show it to you. He will show you the truth, and eventually you'll see. And as you look through history, and you understand what's going on, you can kind of put it together with the Bible and the history, and it all makes sense. And you go, oh, "Wow, that's why this is that. That's why this is that." And it all makes sense to you, and you start to put it together. That's when you. A lot of people don't believe in the Bible, but when you start putting together history and then looking at the Bible again, you say, "Oh, okay, this is all written already in the Bible. All of these things, are written in the Bible." So it's crazy. It's bugged out, but I think I need to
And
share
the
it a little bit.
conclusion?
In the conclusion, I'm gonna have another channel for that. I'm not gonna do it on Black Filipino, so I'm gonna
What
have
was
another
the
channel.
summary? Sis Georgia is nose bleeding. We're all nose bleeding here. I'm
Oh,
just
sorry.
kidding.
No,
Summary.
no,
Summary.
no, I know I'm talking a mile a minute. I know I'm talking a mile a minute, Jojo. But the summary is, guys, me and Kay are gonna do a live twice a week together on my channel. That's true. Yeah, you gain more knowledge by traveling. The wildest life is right. I gotta post that, brother. You're so right. Because I realized it too when I came over here to the Philippines, right? And I said, wow, they have Indian in their culture too. In America, we have Indian in our culture. And a lot of Indians I see are black. It's not, like my father. My father, my grandmother, it's my stepfather, but she was Indian. You see, she got straight hair. She looked just like an Indian, no perm. My stepfather got curly hair, no perm. They look like Indians. It'll blow your mind. But yeah, no, the Indians in America were black. And I came over here and seen, wow, same thing happened in the Philippines. Then I learned about Australia. Wow, same thing happened in Australia. It's crazy. Like it happened all over the world. Indians ran
Jay
all
is
across.
always mentioning about the world. We're supposed to be on the top. The Philippines supposed to be on the top. The one you mentioned before?
Philippines is at the top of the world. Because think about it, guys. Think about it. They say that the South is hot, but how could the South be hot when the top of the world will be hot because it's facing the sun? I know it's spinning in rotation, but usually the top of the world is going to be hotter. You understand? It can be the hotter countries. And the bottom of the world is going to be colder. It's just said to be. Bottom of the world is mostly in space, most of the time, and the top of the world is in heat most of the time. So that means north is south and south is north. And you guys can look at it and see different things. I'm not going to get all into it now, but as the Wallace Life said, you gain more knowledge about the world by traveling because the history books does not tell you the truth, and that's true. And you see it when you travel around in different countries, and you start realizing, wow, this is happening here too. Wow. See, the thing is, it didn't just happen in America. And slavery and the slavery is not what you think it is too. Like they didn't bring us from Africa. We was already there. We was already in the US. That's why they had to kill Malcolm X and Martin Luther King, because Malcolm X and Martin Luther King were mentioning that. They like to make you think that they were talking about, blacks being slaves. No. They said we didn't land in Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. The black people were already in the US already. They wasn't born from Africa. So I know it's real deep on you guys, but it's true. We were already in America. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock, as I said. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Deep, but it's true. That's why they had to be killed. But guys, I'll see y'all later.
Thank you, Professor.
No, sure. I want to show the truth behind this. I want to show, like in the books and the truth behind all of this, because a lot of people think like, oh, a lot of people say, oh, the Christianity was brought to the Indians, not to Indians, but to black people by slavery. When I seen videos that showed old Indian things in America, and it showed Yahweh, not Yahweh, but it said Yah something else. Usually it starts with Yah. The Indians that were there in America before the were black, and before that, what's the name got there, already believed in God. That's deep. It wasn't just, oh, we're praying to the cows. It wasn't like that. No, of course they had that in certain places, but it wasn't like that. It was like people that believed in God there. It was true. It's already there. You think God didn't get around the world? This is God we talking about. You think somebody had to bring the Bible, a slave master had to bring the Bible to people? No, that's not true. So yeah, guys, with all that being said, have a good day. I gotta go try to have the rest of this meeting later. And we're gonna do this, kid. What do you want to do? I say Thursday. We can do this on Thursday. We have a live stream on Thursday. We talk about random topics, and a Tuesday. I think that's good.
No,
And
I think what you can do is whenever you're ready to go live, because you just post it in your story, babe. Like for example, oh, I'm gonna go live in at
yeah,
9 p.m. Just make a story so you're sure, because people will come at 9 at Thursday and you're not live. So just post a
yeah, yeah.
story
Oh no, actually, I'm gonna post it
because
before I have.
sometimes we're outside.
No, I'll post it days before. Like I'm gonna go live at this time, so people see, and if they want to come, they can
Mm-hmm.
come. Not, it's fine. But yeah, guys. See y'all later. Had to drop it on you heavy at the end there because there was some racial topics that came up, which needs to be talked about. I think people need to talk about these topics because without having animosity, because with everything that happened, I have no animosity towards no white man, no black man, anyone. We're all the same people at the end of the day. You have these over righteous black groups that like to say, oh, you know what, the white man, like for instance, they got these Christians, right? What do they call it? Okay, what's the name of that group? I gotta get this up. It's these Christian
No,
guys,
don't
right?
mention
They believe in Sabbath
mention
and everything,
any
right?
religion
But
here.
no. But the thing they always say is that they just try to say, oh, the white man is like the man of Israel. I mean, the black man is the man of Israel. Of course, that's true. There were black men there, but you got to think the Europeans. You think everybody traveled the world. So you're saying Europeans didn't go to Israel and it got mixed in? Of course, it was black men and it was also white men there, and they mixed it. Of course, they had sex or whatever. The women and the men, and they made multicolors. That's why you got the Arabs look like they do now. Some of them are white and some of them are black. So it's the same thing in Israel. It was black men. Like, and people don't want to believe that Jesus probably was, and he definitely didn't look like baby blue eyes. How the picture they paint him now. In Middle East, you can't look like that over there. Even the white guys over there are a little bit darker. So think about that. So he most likely had brown eyes, brown hair, like wool, just as they said. Was he black? Maybe not necessarily, but he definitely was no lighter than I was, or than Wallace Life was, as you see his picture here. So because we're the color of Middle Eastern people. So
Yeah,
think about
Wallace
it.
Life is not dark.
Yeah,
So
he's probably Wallace Life's complexion. He's a little darker than me. He probably looked like the Wallace Life. Wallace Life looked like Jesus. So yeah, guys. But speak to
thank
y'all
you,
later,
D
man.
Parker.
Yeah, this
Thank you,
was
D
good.
Parker, Blazing Beauty, Sis
Yeah,
Jojo, who
thank you
else?
for coming.
Wallace Life,
I appreciate it,
who
y'all. Thank y'all for
else?
coming.
Renelle Prison,
Yes, Ronald, Kristen, Vaughn. We're gonna
Christopher X.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Vaughn said, "Don't educate these people too much. You don't know
Hope
who's
I
listening to
said
you."
that.
No, you're right, Vaughn. But I'm not scared though, man. I mean, if anything, I'm just telling the truth. They want to get me for that, then oh well, that's what it is. You know, you can't be out here living scared, man. You gotta face the world and let it be known what's going on. You know.
And that being said, subscribe to my YouTube channel, KD
Yeah, subscribe to
Experience.
Candy Experience, guys. Please subscribe to her, and speak to you later. Love
Subscribe
you
to
all.
Jay.
I'm gonna post when me and Kay are doing a live together. We're gonna have for sure. I think this was good, Kay. We had a show together before in the past, but we never really thought about doing it
Like
again.
this.
Yeah,
It's
like
always
this.
together. Like we're always sitting together in the same.
Well, no, not even that.
location.
We never we did it right. How like this, like we talk about random topics, but we can talk about these
Mm.
topics again. I think and make it good.
I think you should have a specific topic on that live so that the next live will tackle the different topics so we can just but anyway people
Well,
still ask different questions so you
yeah,
still
yeah.
need to
Well,
acknowledge those
when
questions.
you talk about only one topic, it's just dead. That's why I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, that's right, D Parker. That's why I'm happy about because in Revelation it says all men. You know, it doesn't say black men. In Revelation it says all men. So that means white men. If the man was green, black, whatever it may be. And that's one thing. I'll be honest with you, D Parker. It stumps the black Israelites because they don't understand Revelation, and we live in a Revelation now, and so they don't have the truth of the time. But it's true, they always get stumped with that. Like if you ever meet a black Israelite and you're talking Bible with them, when you mention Revelation, and I think it's Revelation 18, I forgot what it is. You mention that chapter, they get stuck because they're so used to talking about racial things, which the world shouldn't be racial. Of course, if you're trying to bring people together, why would you only be trying to bring black men together? So that there goes that. But anyway, like you said, you never know who's watching, Vaughn. But oh well, so be it. I'll speak to y'all later. Me and Kay will actually post when we're gonna go live again, and you guys can definitely come in and ask more questions, whatever you have, and we'll definitely
And
answer them.
guys, happy Chinese New Year to those Chinese subscriber of Jay. Happy Chinese New Year
Yes,
and happy
and,
prosperous New Year
and I
to
got shirts for
everybody
y'all guys.
who
I got
celebrate
shirts.
Chinese.
Hold on, I gotta show y'all this
Uh-oh.
because this is not just for me. I'm actually gonna post something in it in my what do you call it? Not my chat, but whatever. You'll see it in my community actually. That shows different shirts that you guys may want made. Let me show you.
Because they were going to have a clothing line. He has already a logo, and we went to print some samples so that you can see it, guys. This is black and white, and that is there's no copyright. Please. That's the real logo that Jay and Chris made.
Look at this, guys.
This one.
It says Foxtonomy. Foxtonomy. Foxtonomy means the fourth state of feeling independent, right? And it shows a man running from U.S. to the Philippines, right? In Foxtonomy. Now, if you look up the meaning of Foxtonomy, it actually means to like usually when college kids, right? They feel independent when they're in college, but it's a false state of feeling independent because they're still being taken care of by the parents or they're in college, so they feel independent, like they finally out of the house, in high school. But it means a false state of feeling independent. But you can feel that way, like a lot of people want to run from the Philippines to the U.S. But as me and Kay explained earlier, you can make it happen here in the Philippines. We see Filipinos making it happen online, doing the same jobs they could do in the US, but no need to go there because online is bringing us all together. Also, you find a lot of people that when even the same thing we're going from the Philippines to the US, and then you feel independent because you're running away from what's going on in the US and the problems, but they're still facing you, meaning
You
your
stand up,
family.
Jay.
Oh yeah, your family. You still have family in the US. You still have other, other things going on in the US. So of course, you're not gonna be independent just from getting away. Even you're still relying on the government no matter where you go. You're still facing the government. Who knows what's going on in the Philippines behind the scene? I mean, all of these guys are a part of the same establishment. And I might be saying too much, but it's true. But so no matter what, even with the shirt, it shows me running from the going from the US to the Philippines, but that's still not me being independent. So I'm not independent. No, I'm still working for somebody. I'm not independent. Even if you're working for yourself, you're still paying taxes. You're still doing these certain things. You're never independent whenever there's government over us. So false autonomy is the false state of feeling independent. It shows me going from the US to the Philippines because I don't feel, that I need to be stuck in any certain place. I'm also going to get some made with a guy going from Africa to the Philippines, a person going from UK to the Philippines, and I'm going to post it in my community, and you guys let me know which ones you want. This is not a Black Filipino channel. This is just a regular T-shirt line that I'm coming out with, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you want some special made
Yeah,
shirts,
Jay doesn't like Jay doesn't like to put TBF on the t-shirt. Maybe
No,
at the
no.
back, right? A little bit.
Yeah,
He
no,
wants
no.
to be like a regular.
I want it to be regular. I want it to be you guys wearing it, and it's something you can take pride in, and it has a meaning. So that's what I feel like a clothing line should be. Something that means something to a person when they're wearing it. You know. So yeah, guys, speak to y'all later. Me and Kay will let you know when we come back up. Peace.
Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Our community on YouTube.